Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name's Didaman and welcome back to the Hearthstone Battlegrounds. Let's dive straight back into it and choose our hero for the run today. We have Toki, we have Finley, we have Kale and AFK are our choices today, and we are missing, what exactly are we missing? Demons in this run. So yeah, let's dive into it and choose our hero. Like I said, I think I might go with Finley today. I was thinking about maybe AFK because we haven't played her on the channel for a while, but I really haven't had much luck with her, so I think we might go for a bit of a re-roll on Finley and see if we can't find some interesting hero powers here. So yeah, there are our opponents for the game. Let's see what we are offered here. We have a token start, which is nice, so we'll have a quick look at what we want. Okay, so we have Daryl's, we have Alex Straz's and Maleficent's as well, so why don't we go with Alex Straza, potentially? Yeah, I think that's not a bad idea. Let's do it. Let's be the Queen of Dragons today. We already have an early lever here, which is never all that great. Yeah, generally I think it's a good idea to try and stay in the game. I mean, maybe they had to do something or something, but it's not really good for the game, in a sense, because you let people level up for free, essentially, when you play the eliminated players. So, yeah, not exactly ideal, but does make the game a bit interesting, I guess. Right, Reno, we're going to not take any chip damage, which is nice. Always a good result. Okie doke, so we'll just level up here. Do you want to save for the double here? I don't think so. I think we're happy just to let this re-roll because we will want to buy 2 minions next turn. And we want to maximize the chances of getting 2 2-star minions in the tavern, so we'll let that go. Okay, so up against Bran here, who did buy on that turn, so that will mean that we will lose here. Obviously, we only kill 1 minion, so it's an extra point of damage, but that's just how it goes. Alrighty. Alright, so hopefully get some nice 2-star cards here.
Welcome back.
Okay, so we did pick up double Sorolisk, which is kind of interesting, as well as Pack Leader as well, so maybe we'll go for that to start us off. I would have liked some dragons, obviously, but I think this is fine. So what we'll do is we'll sell our Scout, we'll grab our Pack Leader, we'll grab this as well, and I think we'll freeze both of these as well. It seems to make sense to me. Yep. Alright, looking pretty good. So a 7-2 is pretty decent, and we are actually playing the Ghost. I didn't actually check that to start. We probably could have leveled up there, but anyway, that's just how it goes. Probably should have checked that first though, but I think the tempo is still worthwhile because we are going to level aggressively to Tavern Tier 5 anyway, so should be fine. Okie doke. So obviously win here against the Ghost. But yeah, I really should have checked there. That was a little bit lazy on my part. Not actually checking who we were playing there, but anyway. Okay, so we're just going to pick these up. Yep. Right, play this out first, obviously, to make sure we get the buff out first, and that's looking pretty good. 2 8-3s at this stage are pretty strong up against Reno this turn. So hopefully we can go okay. We're going to move this guy up as well. And yeah, we'll probably start our aggressive leveling from next turn. The really good thing about the start that we've had here is we don't have to fully commit to dragons, potentially. We can maybe go for something a bit different, just depending on what we get offered on Tavern Tier 5, especially from our hero power as well. It'll be interesting to see what we find. But it's not a massive deal if we don't find good dragons, because we can maybe commit to maybe a Death Rattle build or maybe a Beast build. We'll just have to see.
How's it going out there?
Alrighty, so tabbing up obviously. We're just going to pick up the Harvest Golem here. Not going to save for this because we will be tabbing up next turn most likely. Yep, so we'll just play this out. Not a problem, get a few more buffs on our Sorolisks. Looking pretty good. So yeah, like I said, we'll pick up our 2 free dragons very shortly, but we're not overly concerned if we don't get anything amazing, because we do have a pretty strong Death Rattle / Beast start here. So yeah, up against Millhouse here, generally always pretty strong, so might be a bit of damage coming our way, sadly. Okay, so as expected, Millhouse is pretty strong. Does have the Selfless Hero and the Spawns, so relatively tough for us to win this one. Got to take some favourable trades here for us to be able to compete, and we will actually win this one, so that's a really good result. Always nice. Not taking too much chip damage with this type of hero power. when we will be aggressively leveling. Fantastic. Love to play George again potentially, but can't really guarantee that sadly. Okay, so we're just leveling up here. We could potentially save for the Glyph Guardian, but I don't think that's worthwhile, so we're just going to roll. Yep. This is a beast with Pack Leader, which is nice, but like I said, we are leveling up next turn, so we'll just leave it be. So next turn we will get our 2 free dragons, so we'll see what they are. If we get something like Razorgore, maybe we will commit to dragons, but if we don't pick up Razorgore, we're probably going to be just one of those games where we use those dragons as tempo, and then we just focus on maybe a Death Rattle or Beast build, so we'll just have to see. So pretty likely that we'll lose here, obviously, but we just need to minimise the damage, really. He is pretty strong. That's not an ideal Death Rattle target for us, but that's just how it rolls. We are trading somewhat nicely here. If we can kill this, we'd be really happy, but didn't quite get there. It's a bit of a nasty hit there, about 10 damage. 9 damage, in fact, so yeah, that's okay. We should get relatively strong this turn, though, so let's do it. And we are playing the Ghost as well, so there you go. Alright, let's see what you get. Glyph Guardian's not too bad. Bronze Warden is obviously probably the best one there, though, so I'll pick that up. Yep. And, well, Hungry Dragon might be decent here. The Bronze Warden makes it interesting with Draconian Enforcer, but yeah, I'm just not convinced that that's the right play. Let's go with the Hungry Dragon, just because we will automatically win this next game. We can also sell both of these, potentially. Yep. Or maybe this as well. Yeah, let's sell this. So definitely sell the Murloc. And, well, yeah, let's sell the Pack Leader. We'll pick this up as well. So we've got 3 decent dragons. Didn't pick up Razorgore, obviously, which is unfortunate. But, yeah, this should be okay. Yeah, so we'll just see what we do pick up next turn as well. If we do maybe find a Razorgore or something like that, then we'll commit to those dragons. But if not, we'll probably still stick to our Sorrelisk plans. But we'll just see what we find. It's always a bit awkward when you don't find that Razorgore, because you're really not sure what to commit to after that. And if you want to roll, obviously on 5, it can be a bit dicey if you don't find something that you really need. Alright, 23 damage, very nice. Alright, so we're pretty much first to Tavern Tier 5. And we are going to triple this, so that's a nice result. Let's pick that up straight away. Yep. Alright, let's see what we find here. We do find Nadina, so we'll definitely go with her. And it may be the case that we are going down a slight dragon build. We also do have the Sorrelisk though, so we could maybe just continue to buff that as well. But I feel like we're probably worthwhile rolling for a few more dragons as well, now that we have this. Well, Draconian is now really nice because of the Nadina, so we'll pick that up. None of that other stuff is all that interesting, although we could maybe replace the Harvest Golem with something a little bit more useful. And I mean, I can't even say it, I'm that excited. The Savannah Highmane is not really what we're going for, but it's a decent enough minion, so we'll pick it up. Alright, let's sell this. Nadina goes out. This goes out. Nadina is also a Death Rattle, which is good. Buffs up our Sorrelisk. We'll probably end up holding on to the Sorrelisk now and maybe have a slot open for a buff, potentially. We'll just have to see. Alright, so that gets buffed up. Now, what did we want to do in terms of ordering? We probably want to continue to roll this out as well, just to see what we pick up. The Defender is actually quite nice here, but I don't think it's worth freezing for, so we'll just roll. And there's a Razorgore. Okay, so we will commit to the dragons here. That might mean that we get rid of the Sorrelisk, but we'll make that decision at a later stage. Yeah, I think I'm happy with this at the moment. Move this guy up slightly, maybe. But, yeah, Razorgore obviously, and we pick the double on Herald, so pretty good chance we'll find some good triples here, and we can pretty much fully commit to the dragon build. Alright. So Nadina goes in. We might actually end up selling the Bronze Warden, just because with Nadina its value is somewhat degraded, I guess you could say. It's just not as good. It's a bit of a struggle here, but I think we should be fine. Still got this guy to attack with Divine Shield as well. And this guy obviously as well, so it's pretty decent chance we'll come out on top, which we do. Excellent. Alright, so that's a win. Hangry is getting bigger and bigger, which is awesome. And obviously picking up Razorgore here is very, very impactful. So we do want to try and maximise the amount of dragons we have on board. Pick that up as well. Let's continue to roll. Nope, nothing there that we're interested in. Alright, let's see what we can find. The Cobalt is interesting as well, but I mean, we're pretty much full on dragons now, so yes, I'm not, like I said, I'm not entirely sure by the Bronze Wand. We do have the Draconid, but we don't really need this card if we decide to go with just regular sort of a regular dragon build, I guess you could say. This obviously goes out. Now the question is, did I want to maybe sell this and pick the Cobalt up potentially? Because this will get Divine Shield from the Nadina. We still have the Sorolisk as well, which we will get rid of eventually. Yeah, okay, I don't think it's all that great. So let's pick this up. Alright. So we'll leave that there for the moment. This ordering seems fine. Unfortunately, we will probably have to sell the Sorolisk at some stage, which does feel bad. It's a 2212, so probably not for the next little while. The next time we do think about selling it will probably be for Caligos if we find it. But this doesn't look too bad anyway. We're just trying to maximise those buffs on Razorgore. This is probably going to be stronger actually, isn't it, than this thing, so we'll just move that up. And we get a buff on Nadina. Nice. Right, up against Reno here. Looks like he's goldened the Kangors, which is kind of scary. So this could potentially be a pretty nasty loss. Because that does get rid of... that does give him 4 friendly mechs, so... We did kill it now though, which is nice, so he only gets 2. So that's a pretty good result for us there, pretty lucky. Trading pretty well here. You can see how strong those Divine Shields are, and this guy obviously gets really, really strong from those buffs. So this should be a pretty comfortable win. Oh wow, okay, well he gets the cleave, which is pretty... He survives, wow. Well, doesn't survive, but he manages to tie, which is insane, but anyway, that's just how it goes. Okay, gonna level up here, going to go just to 6, because we want to try and find that Caligos. Yep. Caligos or triples would be great. This is a double for Hangry, but I don't think we're all that interested in it at this stage. We'll just let it go. Yep, because we want to try and maximise the chances of finding a triple or Cali. Alright, so didn't find it, but that's okay. Let it go for this turn. Up against our good friend Pyramid here. Been taking a bit of damage from Bran. What has Bran gone with? Going to dragons as well. Okay, well that's interesting. We'll just have to remember that if we do play against him, because he might actually have Caligos already. So, yeah. Board's not looking too bad. We probably want to move this guy up slightly. The rest of this is fine. But yeah, if we can find Caligos sooner rather than later, that'd be great. Alright, so gone for a bit of a Murloc build, has Pyramid. Let's first attack him, but we were lucky in the fact that he actually attacked the Sorolisk there, which was quite good for us. Alright, Maxon's going to kill herself on the Divine Shield. This should be a pretty, well, I was going to say it's going to be a pretty easy win, but he does have a lot of stats on that thing, but we do come out on top, which is good, obviously. Alright, so big turn for us here. We are looking for triples, we are looking for Caligos. And that's pretty much it. So, it's a double there. Let's grab that and roll. Alrighty, let's see what we can find. Pirate ship might be an interesting way to finish, but I mean, what would we sell? Maybe the Sorolisk? I'm not entirely sure. Alright, let's keep going. Yep, nothing there. Nothing there. We could pick up the Defender, potentially, to taunt up Nadina. Maybe not a terrible idea. Alright, we pick up the triple Razorgore. So, I guess the question now is it time to maybe go or get rid of the Sorolisk? I don't think it is, because we've got stuff like this which is not really doing anything. So, yeah, I think we'll just play this out, pick up our triple reward, and maybe hopefully find a Caligos. Yep. Alright, let's see what we get. And we pick him up. Awesome. So, great result there. Play him out straight away. So, we've pretty much got our final board sorted now. We just have to sell the Sorolisk next turn, which is a little bit unfortunate, but the fact is we're going to be getting very, very strong here through Caligos, hopefully. We still have plenty of health, which is nice. So, yeah, looking pretty good. hopefully we can come out on top against Bran. We'll have to see though. Okay, so good for us. He hasn't actually found his a Caligos, so we should be fine here. Also, our guys are dramatically stronger as well, so let's get a nice Divine Shield break there. But he actually ends up surviving, so we are fine here. Yep, don't think there's any outcome here where we lose. Nope. Right, fantastic. So we are quite substantially ahead of that guy, which is really, really nice. 19 damage and he's gone. So that was a pretty quick finish for him, unfortunately. Dropped down very, very quickly and we're into top 4. Okay, so pretty normal build from here on in. We're just grabbing our battle cries wherever we can find them. It does feel bad selling the Scholomance, but we're obviously committed now to what we are trying to do. Battle cry, and are there any more battle cries there? No, so we have to roll. And the jug's actually not too bad because it actually buffs. Does actually give us a proper buff, which is nice. So we will pick that up. Yep. Lovely. Very good. The gold grubber's not too bad, but we only have the one golden minion anyway, so not all that exciting. Okie doke, so looking pretty good. Mech player, we do have our Nadina at the front, so I don't think we need to put this anywhere near the front. We just want these in attack order as usual. We might just keep this guy right at the back so he can try and soak as many buffs as possible. So we'll keep the Menagerie Drag there. Yeah, so this looks pretty good. Hopefully we can go okay. I believe this guy was the guy who had the golden Kangors, so he's a little bit scary. He did just do 22 damage to Edwin, so it is slightly scary, but we do have our own Divine Shields here, so I think first attack's going to be quite important. Also trying to snipe this as well is probably something we want to try and maximise. Divine Shield there, and he gets it on that guy again, which is pretty crazy, I have to say. Alright, so it's going to be a bit of a struggle from here. He got incredibly lucky to get Divine Shield back on the Sneeds. So this will probably be a loss from here. Yep. Does get a few, or gets an amazing minion from that, which is kind of crazy. Yep, so this will be a loss, but I don't think it's going to be a dramatic loss. He will get a couple of Sneeds back. But we won't actually manage to kill that. So, yeah, I just feel like the luck was sort of against us there with the Divine Shield going back on his best possible minion. So I'm not super disappointed by that loss. It says we had a 77% chance to win that game, so yeah, I'm not entirely convinced that we deserve to lose that, to be honest. Up against another Dragons player here who's done a lot of damage to people, which is a little bit scary as well. So we'll just have to see what they've got, but we're just going to continue our buffing bonanza, I guess you could say. Alright, so let's play these out. Yep. We'll finish on another jug. Perfect. Very good. Alright, so there's our board. Still looks pretty good to me. But like I said, we're just not quite at that stage where we're dominating. Obviously got a little bit unlucky against this guy. And Ysera's just been doing massive damage to people, so yeah, hopefully we can go okay here. I'd really like to not be knocked out here. Okay, so it does have a Divine Shield Poisonous, which is a little bit scary. Would love to break that Divine Shield early. And he actually runs into the worst possible minion for him, though, so that's a really good result for us. I think we'll probably stand up okay here. Although he does have the Golden Caligos, which I only just realised he has. So, yeah, this looks like an actual loss. We ran into the Poisonous there with our best minions, so this will be a loss. It'll just be a question of how much, and it's going to be a lot. So we will be eliminated here, sadly. Yeah, the Golden Caligos is pretty crazy when you think about it. So, yeah, a little bit unfortunate there. Reno did lose to the Ghost, but we still managed to come third, even though we had that really good chance of winning before. But anyway, that's just how it goes sometimes. Sometimes you just get a little bit unlucky, and that means you you don't finish as high as you want. But anyway, pretty successful run regardless, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, maybe think about giving the video a bit of a thumbs up. But most importantly, I hope you're staying safe and staying healthy. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. See you guys. Bye-bye.